This season, Instacart has your back to school. As in, they've got your back to school lunch favorites like snack packs and fresh fruit. And they've got your back to school supplies like backpacks, binders, and pencils. And they've got your back when your kid casually tells you they have a huge school project due tomorrow. Let's face it, we were all that kid. So first, call your parents to say I'm sorry, and then download the Instacart app to get delivery in as fast as 30 minutes all school year long. Get a $0 delivery fee with your first 3 orders while supplies last. Minimum $10 an order. Additional terms apply.
We acknowledge the traditional owners of country throughout Australia and recognise their continuing connection to land, waters and culture. We pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Welcome to This Song Is Yours, a music podcast where we chat to a new guest each week, talk about their life and creative endeavours, and talk to them about some of the music they love. Our show works by chatting to our guests about music, but also getting them to make you a playlist of the songs they love. You can find the link to our playlist in the show notes. Welcome to episode 20. I'm your host, Simon Fink. Our guest today is Tahlia Borg, one half of Teenage Joans. The band took out J Unearthed High in 2020 and have followed it up with their single, Something About Being 16. In today's episode, we talk about their quick rise to fame, the importance of music programs for young people, and old 5 sauce versus new 5 sauce. Here we go. Our guest today is one half of Adelaide band Teenage Joans. The band have gone from being in high school straight to playing sold-out shows across Australia, and their new single, Something About Being 16, is out now. Please welcome to This Song Is Yours, Tahlia from Teenage Joans. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm
sorry.
Good, thank you.
My voice.
That's okay. How are you this evening?
I'm good. I'm sweating, but I'm inside with the aircon, so I'm fine.
That's smart. It is.
It's too hot.
As we were discussing a second ago, it's very hot in Adelaide today. It's over 39 or 40, I think. So yeah.
Yeah.
I know this is slightly late, so I apologise, but congratulations to both of you on winning J Unearthed High last year. Which is very exciting. I know that video warmed even the coldest of hearts around the country.
Thank you so much.
That's okay. For you guys, and I know that obviously you were at school as it was kind of playing out. What was going through your head as it was all happening?
Till this day, it's still kind of like a blur for me because everything just went so fast. Because before the video, they played the video, I was actually doing my trial exam for psychology. So I was not having a good day. I just wanted to get out of there after my exam. And when they started playing this video, I was like, I have to stay here even longer. And then they played it and I was like, oh my God, it's so surreal. It still feels like surreal right now, but it's so awesome.
Of course. It was, I think you could tell, like, when you're watching the video, just as you've realised what's happening, the look that kind of washes over your face, it's, as you said, it's kind of shock.
Yeah, definitely. I think when, I was just going to say that when they announced it, I think I just started crying instantly. It was just a switch and I just started crying. It was so weird.
Obviously, Cully wasn't there with you at the time. What was it like kind of giving her that call and being able to break the news yourself?
There was so much pressure. I was like, how do I tell her this? But it was so heartwarming just to see her reaction. So when she was jumping around, I was like, oh, this is so cute. But I was shaking. So I was like, hey bro, how are you? It was so obvious.
Now, I'm very curious, how did you both actually meet and decide to form Teenage Joans?
So it's kind of a little bit of a long story because we met through in Adelaide we have a music workspace thing called Northern Sound System. It's in Elizabeth area, but Carly was doing work experience there and I was doing just workshops and music lessons. But the story starts with Carly because she when she did music work experience, she wrote a song and then she put it on Triple J Unearthed. And then she got offered to play a show with the Heartaches because Ben found the song through that. And then she needed a drummer, and she said she was looking for a drummer for ages. And she said to the guy that works at Northern Sound, she was like, do you know anyone, like preferably female, that works there? No, that plays drums. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
My brain's a bit scattered. But so he gave her my social media and stuff. And I think it was that day or something, I got like a friend request from her. And I was like, this girl seems cool. Let's just stalk her Instagram account for a little bit. And I saw that she played music. Yeah, it's so weird. And then I think 5 minutes later, I got this message like explaining the situation, how she got asked to play a show. She didn't have a band. And then we organized a jam session. And the first time that we actually met was at my house. So for all I knew at the time, she could have been a serial killer, but she wasn't. So I'm very glad.
Well, I'm glad that she wasn't, that it worked out quite well for you guys.
Yeah.
Was there kind of chemistry straight away, or was it kind of like when you started to play your instruments, you kind of found your groove after a little while?
I think it was straight away because she was supposed to stay for about 3 hours, but she ended up staying till dinner time. She ended up staying and having dinner with us. But I think we spent most of the time talking about things instead of actually playing the songs. So we just bonded, we clicked straight away. It was really cool because that never happens.
I feel like it is very rare to make friends kind of that instantly. So it's...
Yeah, definitely.
Three Leaf Clover wasn't even the song that you guys kind of thought was the single, if that's correct.
Yeah, so we released it in, I think it was March or something last year maybe, but we were going to have a big single launch and stuff, but then COVID happened, so we couldn't. So we just put it up on Unearthed and then tick the Unearthed High box. We just ticked that. And we didn't, because we were still eligible, because I was still in school, we're like, okay, we'll just tick that, see what happens. And then we got on the finals and we won, and we're like, what the hell? This silly little song that we first wrote together. But yeah.
It's the little song that can. Yeah, it's definitely propelled you guys to much bigger stages, much bigger opportunities as well. From playing venues around Adelaide and the country as well, you guys have toured a bit, but from playing these smaller venues to now, I think the Rolling Stone session that you guys did was in the bedroom that you're in now. What is that kind of going from one to playing for Rolling Stone?
Oh, it's so crazy. When when Rachie, our manager, was like, oh, Rolling Stone wants you to do film a video, we're like, who? Are you sure? Are you sure you're saying it right? Is that the right one?
Did you mispronounce that? Yeah. I
thought she did. I was like, no, that's not true. But it was. And we were like, what the hell is going on right now? It was so awesome.
It's very exciting for you guys. As just said, you've played quite a lot of shows around Adelaide, and you've even taken out some awards for being the best live act and some other awards like that. For you guys, what were those first few shows like when you started playing gigs? And because obviously you're both at the time you would have been underage.
Yeah.
What was your experience with those shows like?
Well, the first show that we played was the Heartache show, and it was at the Gov. So I was so scared. I'd never played a show outside of school before, especially a show like this. So I was petrified, but it was really fun. I mean, I didn't really talk much because I was like, no, Carly can do all the talking. I'm too scared. So I just hid behind the drum kit a little bit. But as the shows gradually went on, our stage fright kind of thing just went away, and we just kind of we got used to the crowds and how it felt to play. And the feeling of you get when you're playing is just so amazing because you're making everyone's night. You're just playing your music that you wrote to some people that like dancing. It's really cool.
You guys do seem to have a certain chemistry on stage because Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any kind of element of nerves or anything. You guys just kind of get out there and do your thing, which is very impressive for people your age. Well, very impressive for anyone, but especially for you guys.
Yeah, we I think over time we kind of just at the start we were so scared, but then I think especially with me, I was like, I don't want to be one of those boring drummers that you see all the time. I was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to beat the hell out of these cymbals and see if I can crack them. And I did actually. I have cracked the cymbal, which I'm proud of.
Nice work, yeah. It's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not.
The fact that you also carry singing duties as well is quite impressive. There's not many both singing guitar drum duos, so it is. You guys have definitely found a niche for yourself.
Yeah, I love it. I love singing. It's really fun.
Playing those shows in Adelaide, and now I think you guys just finished a tour with Towns. How are you finding, I guess, life on the road, if you will?
Well, to be honest, I hate flying because I'm scared of planes. So it's been an experience, that's for sure. Yeah. I hate turbulence so much. I get so scared. But like the Towns boys, they like made it so funny. So like I wasn't scared anymore. They just kind of took all like the nerves and stuff away. But it's been really good. But I'm sick of airports. I don't like them anymore.
That's very fair. Hopefully we can get you guys like a bus or a van or something and make it a little bit easier for yourself.
Maybe, but I do get car sick, so.
Oh, no.
It's not a win-win situation at all.
No, it's we're going to have to find some way to get you around to gigs.
Yeah. I mean, I just sleep on the plane because time goes faster, so. And it gets you there faster anyway, so I'd rather planes, definitely.
Yeah, no, very fair, very fair. Tahlia, can you explain to us what juice? I'm going to say it wrong. Juicebox punk pop is.
So for a while, like when we first started, we kind of struggled to like describe our sound and like what our genre of music is. So we were like, let's just call it juicebox pop punk. Punk pop. I always get it wrong. Don't worry. And because we have this thing where we always drink juice boxes. I don't know where it started. We just love juice boxes, but we kind of liked to like intertwine ourselves with like pop punk music. But then we were like, it's a little bit toxic. So we're like, let's not do that. So, but we have elements of like pop punk, like the instrumentals and stuff, but then we have a little bit of like our own like nostalgic feel to it. That's where we put Juicebox into it. So it's like Juicebox, punk pop, Teenage Joans kind of thing, if that explained it.
It does. That was a good explanation.
That's good.
Yeah, it kind of does. It has the sound that you guys have so far. It does have elements of like punk pop.
Yeah.
But the Juicebox part seems to kind of fit really well in terms of like just like upbeat vibes and yeah, positive kind of things going on, I guess.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
Now, I'm curious as well because as we discussed, both here in Adelaide, you've both been big advocates for Girls Rock Adelaide and Girls to the Front Masterclass, which they're programs that help provide like a safe space for girls and trans and non-binary or non-binary or gender diverse people to be able to like create music and work on it. How important were these kind of spaces and classes and programs for you guys at the start?
Yeah, so when I was like 12 or 13, I started Girls to the Front, and I was really, really shy when I was younger, especially with music. I didn't like playing in front of everyone, but I went to that like every week for a few years. And it like built my confidence up. And then when I met people and got involved with the Girls Rock organization, my confidence just boosted because I had like all of these really inspiring like women and gender diverse people just like being like a support system for me and just like showing me that there's like ways that you can express yourself and not care about what everyone else is thinking. So it's been like so important. And I know I'm speaking for Carly too, because I think Girls Rock has really impacted her life as well. And it's really like rewarding seeing like the young people that are joining the Girls Rock organization, like seeing how much they've grown in like a week, especially with the camp. It's so just like rewarding to watch that.
Yeah, definitely. They do provide, I think, what's a very it's just an important service or space. Like it should have been something that's been provided for a long time, but it is good that it's finally kind of here and that there are services like that.
Yeah, definitely.
The new single, Something About Being 16, has kind of hit the radio, and I don't know about you guys, but like I seem to hear it on Triple J. I hear it on other stations as well. Did you guys expect such a big reaction to the follow-up single?
My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
Jewelry can say many things on your wedding day. As a wedding band, it can say, "This is a forever symbol of our forever love." As a gift to your wedding party, it can say, "Thanks for standing up there with us." Blue Nile can help you find the piece that says it all and says it beautifully, with expert guidance and a wide assortment of jewelry of the highest quality at the best price. Go to BlueNile.com and experience the convenience of shopping Blue Nile, the original online jeweler since 1999. That's BlueNile.com.
We kind of weren't, but we were hoping that it would, because it's Something About Being 16 is I think it's our favorite song that we've written. It's like definitely our favorite. And we were kind of worried that it was just going to flop if we released it. So we were kind of really nervous to see what would happen, but it's gone so well and we're so happy about it. We're like over the moon.
It's a really great song. It's for those who haven't heard it, it's a very like sing-along kind of chorus. For you guys, where did that song come from? Or I guess, what is the song about?
Well, I think we wrote it when I was 16, actually. So it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. But
yeah, it's kind of written, it's a bit from like our personal experiences. It's kind of about like watching. So like the first line is like, "It's funny how life goes." Like you're like stuck in this rut and you're like, what am I doing with my life? And then the chorus, it's just like uplifting yourself, like uplifting. You feel like you're being like uplifted and everything, because it's like, this is overdue. I'm getting over you. Like you finally come to realize that like this part of your life, you're just over it and you're like finally finding yourself. I think that's, if I explained it properly.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay, cool.
I know that like pop punk or punk pop or whichever kind of music you want to call it, always or previously has had like a like played into like a stereotype of like the loner or the outcast or things like that. Have you guys found that you kind of were like that in high school, or that's true for Teenage Joans? Have you guys previously, when writing, felt like outcasts?
Oh, definitely. I think especially when I was in high school last year, I think it's just people at my school, they were very like, they conformed to each other. And if someone didn't, then they didn't like you. Or if you had an opinion, they didn't like you either. So I think especially being like a part of Teenage Joans, it's helped me understand that like 100%. Like there's a few people that I used to be friends with that I'm not friends with anymore because Teenage Joans and all the influences around us have like made me realize that that's not how I should be treated and how like anyone should be treated in general. So I think it's really important.
Definitely. Now, the reason why I don't think you guys are outcasts. I must clarify that. I was more curious because I did hear a story, I think, where, as you mentioned, possibly someone from school came to Laneway and then had their back turned to Teenage Joans or something. Is that true?
Yeah, so it was actually a girl in my year, and she didn't like me just because high school drama kind of thing. But she actually came to Laneway when we were playing. Like, she came to watch us, and then she walked away because she couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle, like, people that she thinks are, like, in the wrong being successful when you're not really in the wrong. You just had an opinion on what you thought was right.
Yeah.
It was really my mum actually saw that happen. She told me. I was like, I'm not surprised at all.
That's on their behalf, that's kind of silly. Just like, it's,
yeah.
Anyway, they're lost. They're missing out on the success that is
Exactly.
Teenage Joans. I know you just mentioned your mum. I heard that she had previously gone on tour and even, I think, brought cake out on some of your gigs, or?
Yeah, so the first tour that we went on with Hey Harriet, we went on a bus around like Adelaide, I think it was Melbourne, Canberra and stuff. But yeah, she was the mum on tour. She brought, like, we played a show in Rye and it was my birthday, and she organised like a cake and she put like little candles on it, and she kept us sane that whole time and made sure we like ate well as well.
That's
so
very cool. I feel like bands on tour always kind of forget nutrition and things like that. So it's kind of nice that your tour mum was your mum.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's literally the best mum on earth. She like sells our merch as well. She loves doing it.
That's very cool. Shout out to Tahlia's mum.
Yeah. Shout out to Lisa.
With there's a new single out. It's obviously still early in the year. Can we expect maybe an EP or like a full length from Teenage Joans this year?
We're hoping to put out some more music. We can't really talk much about it, but everyone needs to keep their eyes and ears peeled because we're releasing some music soon, hopefully.
That's awesome.
We've been in the studio. We were in the studio for like a week or two, just like recording some stuff. So that's all finished now. So everyone needs to keep their ears open and hear some new Teenage Joans stuff, hopefully soon.
Beautiful. I think a lot of people will be very excited to hear that.
I'm excited to hear it out.
That's fair. That's very fair for you guys as well. Yeah. Tahlia, are you happy to talk about the playlist that you guys sent through?
Yeah, of course.
The first pick that I was going to talk about was a bit of an obvious one, only because I know that you guys recently played a tribute show for this band. You've picked 5 Sauce or 5 Seconds of Summer with Heartbreak Girl. What is it about 5 Sauce that you guys love?
Oh, everything. But it has to be the old 5 Sauce. But it's really funny because I think 5 Sauce is the reason why we started Teenage Joans. Like, when we first met, we bonded over 5 Sauce straight away. And just like even some of them, like, their musical influences have definitely influenced our music a lot. But yeah, it's playing that show was so fun. It was like a dream come true. We were fangirling so hard over ourselves.
I'm very curious, when you say old 5 Sauce over new 5 Sauce, where do you draw the line?
I think if we're going by albums, Sounds Good, Feels Good, that's a good album. But I don't know, like, they're thriving so hard right now. Like, hats off to them, kings. I don't know, their music was just a bit too poppy for me now. But old 5 Sauce, that's where my heart will forever be.
That's very fair. I feel like the newer stuff is slightly more pop leaning, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
You guys have some quieter moments in this playlist as well. You've included songs from Phoebe Bridgers and Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Can
we expect maybe some more like folky kind of stuff from Teenage Joans at some point?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we don't really do. We have this one song where it's like really stripped back, and it's just like piano, and because I play piano as well, it's just piano and guitar. But we don't know. We maybe if we have like a career change and we want to do some like folk music, maybe we might. But I love Phoebe Bridgers, and especially like I know Carly chose Taylor Swift, and she loves Taylor Swift so much. But Phoebe Bridgers, I love her, and her music is amazing.
It is. It's incredible. We've before we started the interview, we were talking about Sophie from Tired Lion. She picked Phoebe Bridgers. I think Paul Dempsey picked Phoebe Bridgers. A lot of people seem to love Phoebe Bridgers, and rightly so. Both those albums are incredible.
Her songwriting is just like amazing. Like, and her like lyrics and stuff she writes about, is so like relatable and stuff. But
definitely. Did you see her smash the guitar on Saturday Night Live?
I've watched it so many times. Just that one part over and over again. It's so iconic, and so many people were getting mad. I was like, stop getting mad at her. She cannot do wrong. She's a queen. Leave her alone. I
don't understand why all these old. I say that as like a middle-aged man, but like why all these old men had such a problem. It's like she's doing her. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, she probably brought that guitar with her own money. Leave her alone right now.
Exactly.
You're just jealous because she's so successful and you're not.
Exactly. The playlist as well included some really great Australian talent. There was some Camp Cope, Jebediah, Slowly. In terms of, because Jebediah is like a little bit older, for you guys, who brings in new music to Teenage Joans?
Oh, we kind of both do, I think, because me and Carly have different music tastes, but sometimes they like overlap. Like I love Camp Cope as well, so does Carly. But we kind of both bring new music to each other. There's so many messages of us just being like, hey, listen to this song. And I'd be like, okay, I'll listen to it. And then we just add it to our playlist. But yeah, we kind of share music all the time. Like everything that we show each other's new. So it's really cool to have like both sides, I think.
Nice. Who was the first to admit their love for Five Sauce?
You know, I think it was probably me because Carly walked in and saw this like picture that I have on my wall, and it's like a Five Sauce thing with like all the weird frames and the photos I got when I was like 14 or something. But yeah, and we actually tried to learn. I think it was 18 by Five Sauce, and it was just too difficult. We were like, no, we're not good enough musicians for this. And then we ended up playing it at the cover night. So we're like, this finally worked.
It finally came full circle for you guys.
Yeah, it honestly did.
Tahlia, thank you so much for your time tonight. I really do appreciate it. And congratulations again on the new single, Something About Being 16.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been really cool talking about music. I love it. Especially the playlist. I like that. And now you might have some music to listen to, possibly.
Yeah, exactly. And that's our show. Thank you again to Tahlia and Teenage Joans. Their single, Something About Being 16, is out now, with more music out hopefully later this year. We also want to give a quick shout out to Rachel at 27 Music for helping out with today's interview. You can find a link to our Spotify playlist in the show notes, where you'll be able to listen to all of Teenage Joans' picks. If you like this show, please subscribe wherever you get your pods and stay up to date when new episodes are released. We release new shows each Thursday morning with guest playlists streaming on Spotify at the same time. You can follow the playlist profile on Spotify, and you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Until next week, cheers.
The most powerful designer drugs are the digital ones we use daily. And we get high off them. One touch, tap, like, scroll at a time. You know, just like tech creators want us to. use digital without digital using you. Learn more at sync.ithra.com.